Hi everyone, welcome to excelclinic. In this episode of excelclinic, we will be talking about multi-criteria VLOOKUP. What do we mean by multi-criteria? Look at the table on the left. We would like to find the salary payable to Justin Lee. The lookup criteria here are first name and last name, two criteria. This is the VLOOKUP function and its four arguments that everyone is very familiar with. But unfortunately, it only accepts one criteria. How? Follow me, no OT. Here are the three solutions for multi-criteria VLOOKUP. Method 1. Use a helper column. We know that VLOOKUP only accepts one criteria. If we could combine first name and last name into a single column, then we will be able to fit it into the function. So create a helper column. Let's call it full name. You can join the text using a person and a delimiter. Or if you are using a newer version of Excel, you can use text join function. So now you only need a single criteria. Go over to here. VLOOKUP first name, last name. Select the range. Here you go. We have to recognize that this method is a workaround. The function still doesn't accept multiple criteria. The delimiter that you choose is somewhat important here. Space should work fine to join first and last name. But consider this. If we join text 1 and text 2 using space, you will get the same combined text for both records. Even though I entered I love in text 1 and Excel in text 2, it returned 28649, which is the first record. This is not what we are looking for. In this case, you will need to use another character. My usual practice is to use a character that is not in use in both text 1 and text 2. For example, a vertical bar. Then you will get 6932, which is what we are looking for. Method 2. Use xlookup instead. This method is very similar to method 1, VLOOKUP plus helper column. The beauty of xlookup is that it allows you to combine lookup array within the function itself, so you don't need a helper column. But xlookup is only available in newer version of Excel, for example, Office 365. Method 3. Use sumifs. The key difference between sumifs and the helper column or xlookup method is that the function itself accepts multiple criteria. That means it is more reliable and you don't have to choose a suitable delimiter. Enter sumifs, select the salary column, select first name, select last name. However, it doesn't work for all data type. It only works if the return value is numerical. If the return value is a text, then you can only use xlookup or the VLOOKUP plus helper column. Another reason why I like sumifs is that it returns 0 if there is no matching records, instead of the ugly error. One thing that you need to take note of is that sum if sum all matching records. If you have multiple Justin Lee, it will sum the salary of both Justin Lee. 3, 3. On the other hand, if you are using xlookup or VLOOKUP, it will only return one record. For VLOOKUP, it will always be the first matching records. For xlookup, you have a choice of whether you want the first or the last matching records. So if you like to have the last, just enter -1 in the search mode argument. So we have reviewed the three methods. Which one is better? There is no one clear winner, but if you are working on numerical data, my suggestion is go with sumifs. It is not a workaround. The function itself accepts multiple criteria. If you are working on text, xlookup will be a better solution, unless you are using an older version of Excel. Then you have to use VLOOKUP plus a helper column. Do note that this is not a full comparison between the three functions. This is only a comparison in the context of multi-criteria lookup scenario. I will do a video covering a detailed comparison of these three favorite functions of Excel. So do subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications for new video updates.